we're going to learn how to conjugate verbs that end in AR in the present tense. So you might recall that all of the verbs that we've learned so far, most of them end in AR, and all of them, or most of them I should say, refer to actions. So for example, we've learned cantar, it's an action, bailar, nadar, patinar, and escuchar. They are all actions and they all end in AR. Okay, so they are considered AR endings because they end in AR. Now, you also need to remember that in Spanish, the verb nadar or cantar or bailar, when they have the AR attached to it, it literally means to swim or to dance or to sing. So we don't know in any of this who's singing, who's dancing, who's swimming. That's why we have to conjugate the verb. So in Spanish, even if you were to add the subject pronoun, such as nosotros, which means we, next to the verb nadar, which means to swim, you still wouldn't be saying we swim. You would be saying we to swim. Likewise, if you add yo, which means I, in front of cantar, you wouldn't be saying I sing, but rather I to sing. Tu, in front of bailar, you wouldn't be saying you dance, but rather you to dance. So then in order to make it I sing, you dance, we swim, we have to conjugate all of these AR verbs. And in order to do that, you're going to have to follow the same steps for every AR verb. It's the exact same concept. Okay? So remember, we conjugate a verb, in this case AR verbs, to give it a subject, to be able to say we dance, they swim, she skates, I listen, so on and so forth. Because right now, cantar only means to sing, to dance, to swim, to skate, to listen. They have no subjects. We don't know who's doing the action. So, how do we conjugate verbs that end in AR? Let's take the example of cantar, to sing. The first thing that you want to do is drop the ending of the verb. In this case, the AR. The rest of the verbs consider the stem or the beginning of the verb. So once you drop the ending of the verb, you're going to copy the same stem, in this case, C-A-N-T is the stem, for every subject. So notice that for yo, tú, él, ella, and usted is all the same for letters, C-A-N-T, C-A-N-T, the stem of the verb. Same thing for we, they, and you guys. It is also C-A-N-T, which is the stem of the verb cantar, C-A-N-T. We drop the AR. The next thing you need to do is give a new ending for every subject. In Spanish, every subject is going to have its own ending. So for instance, if I want to say I sing, the ending is going to be an O, yo canto. If I want to say you sing, the ending is going to be an AS, tú cantas. If I want to say he or she sings, is going to be an A, él canta or ella canta. And the same thing for you, formal sing, usted canta. If I want to say we sing, the ending is going to be AMOS, nosotros cantamos. If I want to say vosotros, in the Spain form, for you guys, it's going to be cantáis, AIS. If I want to say they sing, the ending is going to be AN, ellos cantan. And again, if I want to say you guys sing, it's going to be the same ending, AN, ustedes cantan. So again, notice, once I drop that AR, that ending, every subject has a different ending. Yo canto, tú cantas, él, ella, and usted canta. They do share the same one, A. We sing, cantamos, vosotros cantáis, and ellos and ustedes cantan. Different endings everywhere in the chart. So, once you understand that, then you know that you can apply the same concept to every AR verb that you learn. These are just 5 examples, but any verb that ends in AR will conjugate in the same way. So as long as you know that the ending for I, it's an O, and for you, it's an AS, and for he, she, and you formals an A, we is AMOS, you guys in Spain is ICE, and they and you guys is AN, you should be able to conjugate any AR verb. So for instance, here I have I dance, yo bailo. Notice that the ending here, it's an O, because that's the ending for the yo form, O, and that's what the verb used to look like, bailar. Once I dropped the AR, it became yo bailo, I dance. You listen, the verb escuchar. I drop the AR and I apply the new ending for you, which is AS. First, remember, you have to copy the stem, E-S-C-U-C-H, E-S-C-U-C-H. What I change is the ending for each subject. If I wanted to say he skates, él, the ending is an A. So then I copy the stem, P-A, I have an extra N here, sorry, P-A-T-I-N, and then I put the ending for he, which would be patina, just an A. You guys talk. Here's the verb to talk, hablar. I drop the AR, and again, the ending for you guys would be an AN. So I copy the stem, H-A-B-L, and then I apply the new ending, hablan. Ustedes hablan, you guys talk. If I wanted to say we swim, nadar is to swim, I need to drop the AR, and I need to put the new ending for the we form, which is AMOS, amos. So here we go, nosotros nadamos. And that is how you conjugate AR verbs in Spanish.